Howdy! I'm back again to review Night of Noctilca from the Resurrection of Monstrous series by Yellow Submarine. Noctilca stands at 6 inches tall with 4 points of articulation. Now I don't know if it's pronounced Noctilca or Noctilca, so I'm going to call her Noctilca, well, because it sounds better. As you can see, there's a lot to this figure. We'll get to that in a second. But first, I have to point something out. Look at that! Credits! As mentioned in a previous review, I had talked about how I wish figures would have credits to them. This one credits the designer and the sculptors. That's what you should do! Especially companies like NECA and McFarlane, when detail and definition are so prevalent in every figure. So to me, it's due to give thanks to them, and this one does. Back to Noctilca. She is super colorful, and the contrast of purples, greens, and oranges blend nicely. There's a special edition pink version, but to me it just doesn't look as good. She wields a cool-ass witch's broom with an axe blade. You'll see the many tiny pumpkins splayed across it, and you'll see them in multiple places. One complaint though, because of how the figure is positioned, it's virtually impossible for her to stand properly on her own. And it's absolutely necessary for her to wield the broom to stand up. Not really a fan of that. It's quite amazing how many distinctive pieces there are on Noctilca, from her curly boots all the way to the spooky face on her hat, and the skulls and jewels on her necklace just above her jug-o'-lanterns. Now let's look at the accessories. There's a little skull pumpkin, and until I was going over this figure for the review, I didn't even notice that it has a posable jaw. Neato! It's always fun to discover new pieces to a figure you've never noticed before. There's a kick-ass cauldron that sits above a separate fire pit, although I think it would make more sense for the fire to be with the fire pit instead of the cauldron. I like the dripping green ooze pouring over the opening, and the cracks and duct tape on the cauldron add a nice touch. There's even a mixing spoon to blend all over kooky and creepy ingredients, which according to the package have some weird-ass names. Like the small pumpkin is not even a small pumpkin. It's called the Memorial Tablet of Ancestor. Okie dokie. There's also Mandalagola, Magic Mash, Gecko with a W, a Dragon's Eye, and what's this? A learned testicle sprite of Magna Boo Boo? Oh, just garlic. The cauldron is even called a Subo. There's also an adorable cat named Nui, or Nui, whatever, that has a perfect spot on the shelf upon the brick wall of goodies. I remember seeing this figure online and I just had to have it. It really is as cool as it looks. I give it 10 Formula 86s out of 10. My name is Calrissian Steele and my mom does witchy stuff.